Nigel, Southend then, and a game that you're going to have to play on a Wednesday as opposed to everybody else playing on Easter Monday. What are some of the pros and cons of this one, maybe being a couple of days later?
Well, it's the next game. We just go and deal with it. We're looking forward to it. The lads are in good spirits. We played really well in the first half. In the last game at home against Walsall, we scored 3 goals again. We've been creating chances. In the last 2 home games, we've scored 3. We should have scored more in the games that we played away from home. But we go to Southend, looking forward to the game. We know the importance of it. But we just got to focus on, can we just keep the performance right and go and win the game of football? Forget the league table at this moment in time. We just got to concentrate on winning the game. Obviously, you just touched on their teams played on the Monday. We're now going to play on the Wednesday. We knew that going into the weekend's games anyway, that was going to be the case. Just focus on winning the games. We did it in the last game. I must say, I thought our first half performance was exceptional. I thought really, really pleasing with that going forward. And then the grit and resilience to, having been pegged back, the grit and resilience to go on and win the game, was really, really important. And what we've got now is the Southend game. Very, very important for where we are to go and focus on, get the performance right, go and win the next game, and that's Southend.
What kind of team are Southend?
Well, at the level with us in the points at this moment in time, it's going to be a challenging fixture. I know, having watched the games of them, they changed the formation round in several different ways. They can be very direct in their approach, so we've got to be mindful of that. Balls will coming from deep positions into the penalty area. Can we stop that at source? But likewise, we've got to deal with it when the ball comes into the penalty area. But we've got to impose ourselves on the game. I think Phil had turned around at the weekend and said that's us out of the playoffs now. That maybe just takes a lot of pressure off them, so they can play in a carefree spirit. But I know deep down he'll be desperate to keep going, as we all are.
That's a message that you haven't used. You've tried to stay more positive, haven't you?
No, we keep going all the way to the end. That's us. You got to be positive. You got to keep believing. Situations arise, and you just got to deal with them. As I said, you're always looking to learn lessons. You're prepared. We've got to win a game of football. Do everything you can to go and win it. See what we can learn from it. Put it to bed, and then move on to the next one, and look to win that game of football.
You mentioned that Southend changed their formation. Have you found teams in recent weeks adjusting? Because I think Crewe used the back 3 for the first time in a long time. Perhaps just a match up with you. Are you finding that teams are doing that now?
And a team before that as well. When we were at home, we won that game 3, and Oldham, they played 3 at the back. We're going to be in the top of the league, or I think they're going to go on and put themselves in a good position now. They played 3. Swindon last year, this year they played 3 at the back. Different formations. I think it's just about the principles of play. You can talk about formations all you want. Principles of play. Can you get the ball? Can you move it quickly, calmly? Can you penetrate? Can you play forward? Can you break down the opposition? You can have good possession, but it's got to be purposeful possession as well. I want to build from the back and go through, but it needs to be done at a quick tempo as well.